So recently, Bungie came out with a live stream showing off some of the new stuff that we're going to be getting in their latest DLC titled The Final Shape. And to the surprise of many, it wasn't a red subclass. Instead, what we are getting is a pink subclass called Prismatic.
Look at it. It's not pink. It's like a lightish red. Guess what? They already have a color for lightish red. You know what it's called? Pink.
Now, to understand why people all over the Destiny community were speculating that the next subclass was going to be red, we need to understand how Bungie uses color in Destiny. In Destiny, there is light and dark. So for light, there's always been 3 energy types, named Arc, Solar, and Void, respectively. So for example, with Solar, its signature color is orange, and you can tell even more so when you have Solar equipped as your subclass. The icons on your heads-up display change accordingly. Now in concept, Solar is the name implies. It's harnessing the power of the fucking sun. Now in the DLC titled Beyond Light, we were given our very first darkness subclass, that being Stasis, its signature color being blue. Now why is this even important? Because if you were to invert the color orange, you get blue. So conceptually, the fantastical opposite to what most would assume is fire would be ice, right? Now just ignore this tweet of Bungie claiming that Stasis isn't ice, because guess what? Solar isn't fire either. It's plasma. Apples to oranges here, but if we ignore semantics for just a minute and focus on the bigger picture, I believe you'll understand where I'm going with this. In Lightfall, another DLC for Destiny 2, we got another darkness power called Strand, where you pull at wacky strings all over the universe, seemingly with the power of your mind, which conceptually is the opposite to the light subclass Void, where you peer into the emptiness of space and reach into a pool of endless energy beyond the seams of reality. Now, Void's signature color is a purpley violet, which if we're to focus more specifically on the purple/magenta parts of Void, if you were to invert these colors, you'd get green, which just so happens to be the Strand's signature color. So it didn't take a lot of guesswork for the Destiny community to go, if Arc is a light blue cyan, what if we invert and oh, it's red. Now hold your horses there for a minute, because I'm a lady full of color, and I can hear all of the whispers of, but actually, Katress. So before you start spewing whatever the first synapse in your brain was to me in the comments, what you need to understand is the difference between intentional art direction and just pure stylism. But don't worry, I'm here to answer all of your silly naive questions regarding color and artism. I know, I'm diagnosed artistic. So why didn't we get the red subclass? And more importantly, why is the new subclass's signature color fucking pink? Yes folks, the point of this video is to address both of these questions. It's simple really. In Destiny there's always been the 2 overarching archetypes, that being the light and the darkness. And despite narratively Bungie going back and forth with what their place is supposed to be in the story or even the lore, visually for a long time it's been that the light signature color is blue, whereas the darkness has used orange. You can see this when Traveler Chan fires Malaser at the wacky pyramid ships. Then with darkness in the pyramids, oh my god, it's everywhere. Now in the live stream we could see a glimpse of gameplay that does show the colors depicted over the meters representing light and dark energy.
In Prismatic, underneath your super bar, there's a light meter and a dark meter. As you deal damage with either light damage or dark damage, it fills the respective sides of the meter. Once both sides are full, you get this new level of power that we're calling Transcendence.
As we could see, it's a light blue and a dark orange respectively. Now conceptually, what is Prismatic? It's about transcending light and dark.
I love Transcendence.
So I imagine some of you are making the connection of when the Witness carved a hole in the Traveler like a pumpkin during Halloween, and formed a triangular door with a bunch of pink and purple and blue and red glowy stuff all over, thinking, oh, that's where they got the color for Prismatic. Have you ever thought to ask, why is it that color? Why is it that when a being who, and I quote, uses darkness like a cloak, makes a link to the sphere of light, that it's now this perfect mesh of magenta? Boy, do I have the answer for you. Here's Prismatic. Look at the color. Really take it in before you say, Take it in. Look at it. what if we just like took blue, which is for light in this case, and just like mixed orange, and oh my god.
Mystery solved.
Long story short, in order to understand the color of prismatic, instead of inverting like you do with the opposites, in this case you're supposed to just mix them. Interpret that however you like. All I know is it's fucking pink. As for the red subclass, I'm going a little off the cup here just to say it was likely just due to development hell. Think about it. They could either, I don't know, come up with a brand new subclass and design a completely new skill set and ability set and a bunch of blah blah blah, and it's all red and shiny, super cool and new. Or they could just recycle everything we already had and been like, yo, this is the final shape, we get to do it all, woohoo, you know, makes sense. On top of the fact that the final shape was delayed from February 27th all the way up to June. There it is again. Yes, a cosmic phenomenon is them recycling all the existing subclasses into one big subclass. It's a complete duality of the light and dark subclasses now. I'm skipping head first and it's fast. We ran out of time, so it's perfect sense. It's missing something. No, it's missing every system. The whole creature. It's missing eyes. That's full of You don't get it.
Take this power, Guardian. Be brave in dark places.